Which party members to use is the question. Selfie's arguably the weakest.
Maybe you should junction them the ability to be bullet shields or just damage shields.
What do you mean?
I vaguely recall, and I don't know if Squall's the only one who can learn this, but there's an ability you can junction where if another party member gets hit, is about to be hit, they
guard.
would get in. Yeah, guard. Yeah. There you go.
Like, make it so that basically the only person who can attack is
would be Squall.
Would be Squall at that point. But only one party member can learn guard. I don't know if a second one can learn guard. Where's the goddamn fireplace? Oh, there it is. Now to go talk to not Lavitz. It's like not Grunt. I mean, not Rex. Not, you know what I mean.
I know. It's been a not long enough weekend.
Yeah. Stupid guard. No, you fucker. Don't turn around. This last name makes me crack up every time. Meanwhile, the guy who orchestrated all of it just stands there behind him. That's right. He wants to pawn her off. I like how the I guess because dragons don't really fly at this point in the series.
Right. Like we had that big praying mantis dragon.
That's the one they're talking about.
Remember how in Lunar the dragons were cats?
Yeah, which one?
Lunar. I believe the Japanese release was on the Sega Saturn, but the US release was on PlayStation.
I don't remember that one.
I had it at one point, but lost it while trying to get away from an ex-girlfriend.
Ah.
It was pricey as fuck. But it plays like old school Super Nintendo RPGs.
I like the throwback to the Monty Python with Neat as the hometown of the town. They refer to it as him. How little they know.
As if they were gods, Winglies ruled over all living creatures and used them as slaves. The enslaved suffered a terrible domination and injustice. Their anger turned to a flame of fury. Then a gust of wind blew throughout the lands, spreading the flame to a blazing fire. The wind was Emperor Diaz. 7 incarnations of dragons served the Emperor. Their bravery inspired people to take up arms. Thus began the Dragon Campaign. It was a harsh war. Both people and Winglies suffered countless injuries and fatalities. After a long period of suffering, it was the humans who acquired the future. The age of humans had begun.
And they proceeded to show the world that they were worse than the Winglies. Because humans ruin everything.
Nobody controls any parallels.
That guard should have been in a red outfit.
Would have been a little too on the nose, right?
Well, maybe not that guard, but the one that shows up later definitely should have been in red. We just came out after red shirts were a thing. This overdrop makes me think of like this old kind of like dungeon crawler game that has Picard in it as the king.
Oh, I know. Oh, the one where he was a king? That was Robin Hood Men in Tights.
No. This is a game. You can control either like a combat people or a mage or a ranger. You get 3 people in your party at a time, and it's one of those games where if you do it in the wrong order, you can lose or get permanently stuck, I guess.
Hmm.
That's right, Dirt's gonna go to Hoax when he finally stops having his emo phase. Aw, the uplifting beat when the hero decides to do something good. Now to go fight Kongo. Doo doo. Now I can go to where the trunk was. So you said it was the Shadow City was as far as you got?
I believe so.
And that's like the end of disc 1.
Just swim around another disc. Oh, yeah.
Right. This is the healing place. I don't need anything from here. Do you remember who you had in your party at that point?
Well, I don't want to give it away for anyone who's not. The purple guy, the monk guy.
Okay, yeah, that's not too far in where you get him. Anybody else besides him, other than the ones that we already have?
The big muscle bound guy, the wrestler looking guy.
The wrestler bound guy.
Yeah, there's one guy who's like, he's not exactly a giant, but large.
Oh no, he's a giant. If it's who I think you're talking about, it has to be Cone.
Yeah.
No anybody else.
Well, I remember it took forever to get his Wingly.
Well, you don't even get him until like disc 3, I think. End of disc 2.
Well, I know he's there.
You don't get him for so long that he only gets 3 abilities to unlock.
Well, we're blowing the dust off of 23-year-old memories of the game.
Well, we'll know. I'll know in like soon if it's who I think you're talking about. Looks like he's climbing backwards, going up. All that for 20 gold. The world's flimsiest boat. Throne of Chaos. Or Lands of Lore is what it's called.
There you go.
That's the game with Patrick Stewart in it. I never beat it because it was easy to like screw up near the end. And of course back then, this is like 92, 93, or it's like 7 or 8, so there's no guides.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look up Lands of Lore 3.